What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JP's on the keys, and it's too easy about the video today. You know what I'm saying? I'm just dropping every day at this point. Jesus Christ, I'm going crazy with the content. I just realized I'm going crazy. But before we get to the video, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit, like a little spiel, a little spiel. So I'll put a timestamp if you want to just skip this whole thing and just watch the video. Like, based on recent events, and how people react to jokes, and with the hypersensitivity of today's like world, and the fact that people literally get offended over everything, my thing is, like, I'm trying to understand, what do these people actually find humorous? Like, what do they find funny? Like, what is fun for them? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what is fun? Like, can you have fun? Can they have fun without getting offended? Can they laugh at something without finding a reason to feel like it's offensive to somebody? Like, your life must suck if you're finding the negatives in everything. Your life must be terrible if you feel like you gotta be pessimistic. Oh, well, what about this? This could be offensive to this group. And the thing is, these big companies pander to those type of people because they know that they can shift the narrative about things. Because they know once they try to say, oh, this company is prejudiced against a certain group, then their reputation goes down the toilet. Like, pandering. It's just ridiculous. Like, what do these people find funny? Like, do they enjoy life? Do they have fun times? Do they laugh with their family? Like, the point of a joke is, the joke is at someone's expense. But the thing is, the people know that they're not being serious. The people know that you don't mean it seriously. Like, you're trying to take seriousness and apply it to comedy, which is not serious. Comedy is not a serious endeavor. Nobody really means what they say when they make jokes. Like, a comedian doesn't endorse it with their whole heart when they make a joke about a person. I mean, they might, but it's not supposed to seem that way. Like, Jesus Christ, like, what do these people find fun? If it's a problem, stop tuning in. Don't watch it just for the purpose of trying to destroy it or trying to say it's offensive. Don't watch it. Why would you expose yourself to something that you know you don't want to see? That's just stupid to me. It is what it is, though. But we got Dave Allen. This is teaching your kids time. Without further ado, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Hit that notification bell. Hit that subscribe button. I appreciate y'all so much. Hope y'all have a great Tuesday. Let's go.
So one of the most important things we as parents do is we teach our children about time. We teach them important things like reading the clock. You actually think that's important? I'm going to teach you to read the clock. Huh? I'm going to teach you to read the time. Why? Because it's important that you know the time. Why? Because how would you know when to get up to go to school? Mummy would make me. What if Mummy wasn't there? You'd wake me. What if we both weren't there? Wouldn't go to school. How would you know when breakfast was? I'd be hungry. Shut up! Somebody came along to you and said, what time is it? And you didn't know, you'd feel stupid. Well, why doesn't he feel stupid? He doesn't know. Let me go through this whole thing. I'm going to teach you. I did it myself with my son. I'm going to teach you how to read the clock. Now, this is a clock. It's not actually a clock. It is a clock, but it's not a clock. It's a watch. It's called a watch. It's a wristwatch because it's on my wrist. Yes, it's a wristwatch because it's on my wrist and I watch it. Yes, it's very good. Now, time is made up of zones, periods of time, all right? There's hours and minute. No, not hours. No, they're not hours. They're hours. They don't belong to us. There's a different spelling. H-O-U-R-S. Not Howards. It's silent. I don't know. Now, on every day, there are 24 hours. 24 of these hours. 12 in the day and 12 in the night. I know I said there are 24 hours in a day. 12 in the day, 12 in the night. But a day is made up of a day and a night.
See, I like how he does it. Like, I seen what he did with the religion. Like, he kind of broke it down to a point where it's like, it's kind of confusing when you think about it. And it's kind of really convoluted how time works, because it's certain zones and then it's the daylight savings. See, that's what I don't get. The spring back, the fall back, spring forward. Like, how does this, like, how does time moving, like, how can you manipulate time? Just think about that. They literally manipulate time. They like, you know what? We gonna move the clocks forward. You lost an hour. Did we really lose an hour? Did you really lose an hour? Or they're gonna move the clocks back. Did you really gain an hour? Really? Because time is literally just a figment of things. Like, you gotta think about it. Like, time matters when you're going to like a scheduled event or something. But the day doesn't really correlate with, oh, it's supposed to be 2 o'clock and the sky looks like it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Like the only time we know it's noon is because when the sun is like this. That's it. I mean, maybe the sundial might have made sense, but like, you know what I mean? Like I still don't understand how somebody came up with that concept though.
What are you, stupid? I couldn't very well say Monday night. Everybody knows when I say Monday, I'm talking about the 24 hours. Now shut up and listen. Now, on every clock or watch, there are 3 pointers. They're called hands, all right? They point to the hour, all right? You understand that? There's the hour hand. That's the first hand, the hour hand. The second hand is the minute hand, and the third hand is the second hand. We'll do away. Forget about the third hand. Forget it. It's gone, all right? It's gone.
The third hand?
Now we have 2 hands. On the face of the clock, there are 2 hands, all right? There's the hour hand, which is the fat hand, and there's the thin hand, which is the minute hand. So you have a fat hand and a thin hand, all right? Fat hand hours, thin hand minutes. Right. Now up the top of the clock, you see the number up there, 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is 12. It's not 3. It would be 3 if you joined them together. We already have a 3 here on the side by itself. We don't need 2 bloody 3s on a clock. So it's 12. All right? 1 and 2 is 12. So when the fat hand and the thin hand are pointing at the 1 and the 2, it is 12 o'clock in the daytime. Because it would be dark and you wouldn't be able to see it. Now the thin hand starts to move away from the fat hand. It likes the fat hand. Yes, it likes the fat hand, but if it wants to tell the time, it has to go away from the fat hand. So it moves away from the fat hand, leaving the fat hand at the 1 and the 2, and then it comes over to the 1 here by itself. You see the 1 to the right of the 1 and the 2? Now, that 1 is 5. Because it is, it's 5. 2 is 10, 3 is 15, 4 is 20, 5 is 25, 6 is a half. Half! Because 12 is the whole, so 6 is the half.
See, I can understand how this would be confusing to a little kid. Because it's like all these different numbers mean all these different... And the fact that he's acting like he's talking to a little kid is just like hilarious. Like I like his style of comedy because it's like really just breaking down things. You know what I'm saying? Really like making it like menial in a way and kind of explaining that it might be kind of difficult, might be kind of really weird to explain. Like the same thing with religion, like the same thing with clocks. Like How do we know this? You feel what I'm saying?
7 is 25 to or 35 past. So now what's actually happening is the thin hand is moving around the clock from the 1 to the 2, which is the 5 and the 10. And while he's doing that, the fat hand is moving slowly away from the 1 and the 2. Yes, because fat hands move slowly, that's right. Fat things waddle away, yes, that's it. And now by the time the fat hand has got around to the 1, which was the 5, when the minute hand was pointing at it, and the 1 has come back right up to the 1 and the 2, it is now what time? It is not 5 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock. Because when the thin hand points at it, it's minutes. The fat hand points at it, it's an hour. Now you be a good boy and learn how to read the clock. And I'll buy you a digital watch.
Facts, man, because that's I like that because it's like he really just like reduced it down to like how weird the concept of time is, because like think about it, somebody really made that up. And I've always wondered, especially with, like I said earlier, with the daylight savings time, like how can we really lose an hour? How do we really gain an hour? Like an hour difference makes the sun go down at 8 o'clock instead of 5 o'clock. I don't know about that. That's what I've always been confused about. Like, so you telling me since we changed the clocks and we move forward an hour, the sun now goes down at like 8:30 instead of like 4:55? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. Yeah, but like I said in the beginning, like these overly sensitive people, like what do they laugh at? Like what do they find fun? Where do they get their enjoyment from? Like if you're trying to find the negative in everything, your life must be terrible. Like, can you enjoy life for once? Because life is too short to be mad about every single thing. Like life is too short to be trying to figure out what can you get offended by watching a certain show or a certain person. You know what I mean? But again, it's not. It will probably will never change because a lot of these people were never shown the right amount of love and attention as kids, so they feel as if they have to be Ebenezer Scrooges and ruin everything because of it's so offensive. That's the point of comedy. Comedy is not going to be for everybody. If you want to watch something non-offensive, that's a comedy show. Watch a Christian comedian or watch a kids show. You feel what I'm saying? Watch. They got HBO Family. They got a whole bunch of family shows that's comedy that are not offensive. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, there's no point trying to cancel people because you don't agree with them. If you're in spaces you don't want to be in, that's your fault. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, why would you be somewhere where you don't want? Why would you be somewhere where you don't want to be and then complain that it's a bad place? Obviously, you don't like it. But anyway. Thanks again for watching. Please be safe. Leave a like on the video. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Also, don't forget to turn on my post notifications. I thank you so much. Thanks everyone for your support. I thank y'all so much. Y'all really are the best. Like, y'all really are the best. I say that every video because I really mean it. Like, y'all are the best. But thank you. Please be safe. Have a great day. Stay on the grind. I'm out. Peace.